How y'all doing? I was just sitting here and I was like, I made a page. I never told nobody like what I believe in, how I became spiritual. I'm gonna take a few minutes and tell you, all my life, ever since I was little, me and my brother, I got a brother, that's 2 years younger than me. We both always saying stuff like witches, ghosts, and stuff like that. Like, we just come from a house where we seen a lot of things. I'm gonna tell y'all about this instance one day. I mean, on my path, how I found God. My mother used to tell us about God. She would have the little green Bible, the little Bibles you see in everybody's pocketbook, every grandmother pocketbook back in the day. Um, so it started there on McAllister Street. She would read the Bible to us. We got to Dallas Street. I wanted to know God myself, so I would go to the store for it. And I met these people at the church. So I begged my mother, she let me go to church. I end up 11, I end up running away from home. So I had the scriptures my mother gave me. I had what I learned in the church. So I was outside. I was in the field now. I only had the Lord is my shepherd, our Father, and I send you out as sheep amongst the wolves. So that stuck with me. Now I'm back and forth, different people's houses. I never really heard nobody talk about God in none of the houses. None of the houses I entered in during that time frame of me leaving, I ever really heard talk about God. So basically, I put God on the back burner. I mean, I talk to him all the time in my head or when I walk the streets and stuff. I always talk to Jesus. So now here I am. I'm a teenager now. I always was scared to pick up Revelations in the Bible. Was always scared to read Revelations. It's something about it just scared me because in my mind's eye, in my mind's heart, I felt it to be true. So it scared me to know the truth. So I wouldn't pick it up. One day, I'm like 18. I'm gonna say 17 now. I'm 17. My mother, after being with my father 20 something years, leave and go stay with these people. They were in Lexington Terrace, and I forgot what building it was, but it was the ninth floor. Mind you, the only thing I ever did was smoke weed. So I ain't smoked weed this day. I go to my mother, I go to where she was staying at. Something, I'm looking, the bed was near the window. I'm looking out the window, I'm saying, mind you, I'm like, all right, rewind it back. Scully and Mike came out with X-Files. I started watching X-Files, and they was talking about aliens. At that time, I picked up the Bible and started reading Revelations at the same time, right before it. So I'm watching X-Files. So I go there to my mother's house a little while later. I'm looking out the window. Man, this is the wee hours, like 2, 3 in the morning. I'm looking out the window because I told you I be talking to God. A light, I see a shooting star. I'm like, oh, there go a shooting star. My goodness. And I'm like, damn, there go another one. And I'm like, there go another one. There's 3 of them. I see that 4th one. I'm like, man, ain't that many stars? You know what I mean? I ain't never seen that many shooting stars coming down in the sky, out the sky in my life. Next thing you know, a bright light came in the room. Pushed me on the bed. It went in my stomach. It started going in my stomach. I started I started praying. I'm like, God, they want my soul. So I started reading, saying, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Because even when the witch wrote my back before, that's what I said, and it got it off there. I know how to pray in my head, because, so you can't come out your mouth sometimes. So you got to know something to get that devil up off you. So I'm laying on the bed, the light going in my stomach is coming from out the sky in my stomach. So I get to pray, I'm like, God, they want my soul. So I'm like, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I say that Psalms 23. Then the light started going away, but I started having like an asthma attack after that. It was a panic attack, I know now. Um, I ain't really tell nobody about it. My mother seen the light going out the room when she came in there and heard me scream or whatever, right? But throughout my life, I had different experiences, and it's always God and the aliens. I know you gonna hear on my page I speak about gods, the gods, Gods. They are God, straight children. They wasn't made from man. They wasn't made from woman. They come from above. You will hear me talk about gods and goddesses. They his descendants, straight children. Yeah, you got fallen angels, but you also got his kids that come down to help mankind too. Some of them might identify as earth angels, just like the things you see in Vegas. They Nephilims. The Anunnakis has returned. The people in the United States was allotted to do so much magic that it started burning a hole in the ozone layer. The earth was on fire like around 2012, 2011. We in Revelations. God trying to do a new thing in the earth. I'm a messenger. One time, I got more stories to come. I want to keep y'all attention. I don't want to keep telling y'all everything right now. So probably I might tell y'all another one tomorrow. I don't know, depending on how I feel. Listen, God is real. Jesus has returned. The kingdom of heaven is here. It's spiritual warfare going on. You ain't going, they say the revolutionary won't be televised. That's because it's spiritual warfare. The biggest fight of your life is now. It's for your soul. And I used to tell people all the time, people be thinking it's got something to do with the world. The biggest fight is within yourself, good and bad. It dwells in you. You got to conquer that monster. God gave you the tools before you got here. 9 out of 10 is it ain't even most our first time around here. We done been here before. You separate spirit from flesh. You get back to the basics. When you're a baby, you innocent. You still can see spirits. You can still see other realms. You can still see other things. By the time we get finished getting our body polluted with the air and everything else going on, the shots, the needles, all types of stuff, even the sins we pick up in life, we get thrown off course. But everything we need is really in us. That's what they don't want you to know. It's in you. You just gotta search. Knowing the Bible say, knock and it shall be open. Seek and ye shall find. Ask and it shall be given unto you. If you never look, you won't know.